Next time you're found with your chin on the ground, a lot to be learned. So look around.
It's still Negro, homie.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
So, I want you to remember this, all right? So, I mean, why you buying your chick drinks in the club, all acting like y'all in love, right? Studying all hard. Doug, me and your girl, we switching numbers, right? She looking at you like I walk by. You turn your heads, your girl, she won't eye at me. Because I'm that guy, right? But I don't want y'all to make this mistake. I mean, I can't help if she's checking on me. You know, I'm this platinum type guy, right? And while she over there calling me daddy, I'm over here calling her mommy. And while she calling me Damien, she be calling some other nigga Tommy. I mean, I don't know what y'all be thinking, bringing all them around me. Let me remind y'all, I'm the king of this shit. You don't know what that means? That means you love your chick. Don't bring her to the VIP, because I might leave with your chick. Just keep in mind I'm that nigga. And I might leave with your chick, like I said. But it's a player's field. Don't take your bitch to the club when you just met her, my nigga. Don't do that. Because I'm going to get her. What we got?
What? It was a guess that? That was a song?
That was a song.
The lyric you didn't. What the fuck you saw? I don't think I ever heard that song.
He embellished a little bit, but
Yeah. It's I'm a flirt R. Kelly.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Orange. What was the name?
Juice Jones.
Okay, in the rain. I'll take this motherfucking mink coat.
I thought y'all would have figured out when he said on the part, she be calling me daddy, I be calling her mommy. I figured. I tried to say that shit.
You said Damien.
No, I said.
That's what you talking about. I didn't know it was a song.
The part when she was like, she be calling you Kelly when your name is Tommy.
Yeah, so he didn't want to say Kelly because he didn't want to give
Well, yeah, if I'd have said that, you would have got it. If I'd have said it, you would have got it.
All right.
But anyway, that's what it is. Let me get this call to action out the way real quick. We normally kind of do it in the middle and the end or whatnot, but I'm gonna get it done right now real quick. So let's go and get that out the way. You are now connected to Socially Irresponsible, the podcast. That's IRSPNSBL. We are a social safe space geared to promote thought, growth, and community by having the needed conversations that to some may seem a bit irresponsible. But no matter what side of the equation you reside, please make sure you like, share, and most importantly, comment to let your voice be heard. Your support will push all of our voices to a wider audience. Come join the movement by watching us live weekend evenings on YouTube. You can tap into our viral clips on Instagram and TikTok, or even listen to us wherever it is you stream your podcast. So just do our platform a solid and bless us with a subscription and or a follow. Remember, guys, it's IRSPNSBL, and that's everywhere. And for all those that have been 10 toes down since day one, we appreciate you. Your support really helps us continue to make dope-ass content.
Hey, that sounded professional, did it? Come on now.
Black people have this.
Special talent. You ever work at a call center?
Yeah, right.
They get like that, like, thank you for calling Chase. What? It could have been the same person.
Hey, that was good. That sounded all kind of.
I didn't know who that was. I was like, that's why that's you.
That was me.
All right.
That was me.
That wasn't bad at all.
Didn't know you can be professional.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Talk like that when you're around people.
I got that code. So, you got a code switch. You got to have that professional, that
Right,
proper white guy voice.
Right.
Anyway, this is Damien, aka Maverick, the Devil's Advocate.
It's your boy KK.
It's your boy D-Man. It's good.
There you go. There you go. I was glad. I feel good. K, I mean, he Mr. Original Socially Responsible. We haven't had him on the show in quite some time. We haven't had a show in quite some time.
Like Happy New Year's.
Yeah. But I'm very glad to have KK back in there. KK and now Darius get to meet each other, so this is going to be a new feel. We had you back, Darius. Did some new things for 2023.
Right.
What you got going on, man?
Hey, man, just staying on the grind, just on this journey trying to get healthy and fit, so.
Trying to bring sexy back? What is it? Because
I'm trying.
So you're doing the bodybuilder shit, right?
Well, see, no.
Because most people want to come back to the New Year's and like, I'm going to get like 3 workouts a week or I'm going to like eat no sugars or sodas for a month. You want to like become Hulk type shit.
Well, no, I'm not trying to be Hulk though. But I mean, just on the real tip is just when you get older, you can either grow old gracefully and die quick.
Okay.
Or you can fight it and live for a while. So I'm just, I remember last year before, while we were recording and stuff, we were out there trying to ball.
Yeah.
And my knees were like, what the fuck you doing? My knees were giving out on me. So I was like, I got to do something about this. This is crazy.
What made you want, so besides that, like what made you really, of course you trying to hoop, can't get it right.
Yeah.
Why weightlifting? Why not just regular working out?
Well, I mean, obviously, resistance training is a good way to train. Is one of, there's a lot of benefits to resistance training. Like I can go run and just run. That'll give me good heart condition and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Conditioning. But if I want to maintain my weight, if I want to maintain mobility, all the rest of that, then I need to be moving and, doing something with resistance.
So you got real reasons for this.
Yeah.
I just want to, what was that TikTok when you say I just want to work out so I look good? So I can look good, dicking these women down.
Hey, look, I want to look good too. Yeah. That's definitely one of them. Like my goal is like in June, I want to be able to take all this off and be like, Right now, I'm like,
I just want to be able to look good while I'm stroking and look at myself in the mirror, like old buddy said.
Yeah.
And I want to prolong the whole Viagra thing.
Right. See that part.
I want to prolong.
Right. Listen, it ain't no joke.
So is that
listen? Some people don't like they think that that's a joke, but when you get older, yeah, it is. Yeah, you need to if you don't watch your diet and you ain't eating right, and
your manhood
go all that alcohol. Yeah.
Is that a thing, Kay?
That's a thing.
You been there yet?
Sometimes like, can you go again? I'm done. I'm a text. I got to tag somebody in. I'm done.
I'm trying to prolong it. Like I had my kinfolk, he told me like just take a half. Like even if you don't need it, just take a half and see. And he's like, man, that's But I don't know. I'm one and done myself sometimes unless I'm just really motivated. Wherever that motivation comes from, it's like I don't know, the way the wind blows that week.
Right.
But like, I don't know, is that like a thing that like insecurity you have when it comes to something like that? Like, I was like, nah, fucking, it don't even matter, really. Where are you at with that? From like your standpoint.
I mean, listen, yeah, I mean, there's obviously going to be some ego hits with that, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, if because you're thinking about what you used to be able to do when you were like 20, 21, 25.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And now
It just ain't the same.
like, and these women don't play like they, man,
When they
they're
get
so
older,
harsh
like,
about
where
it.
you at when I was 20? I'm tired.
I worked a double today. Goddamn.
The kid, this shit, I'm tired. Like Marcus, like I ain't got it in me. Go to bed this time.
I used to be, I guess, kind of insecure about it. Not insecure, but like embarrassed. But then I just realized, like, I didn't just fuck you. Like, at that point, it's like, we're here. It sucks if you did a bad performance and like she never hit you back. Like, that's when I'd be like, ugh.
But it's not just sex though, it's just life. Like when you get older, I made a post today because I was supposed to go out last night. I told my lady, I'm gonna take me a nap, nigga.
And
It's
never
going
got it.
down. I woke up at 1:56 in the morning. I missed the whole motherfucking night yesterday. So I knew you were gonna go. I'm like, I didn't flake, bro. I took a nap. It was 2, 3 o'clock. I was like, I'm gonna be good. We're gonna get fucked up. It's been a minute.
Not at all.
I looked at my phone at the 30 minutes call. I was like, God damn, I missed the whole night.
Asshole.
Just age, man. Get old. And a nap ain't a nap like it used to be.
I don't even have the want to go out no more. I got to be like, you know how black folks, we go out at 11:30, 12 o'clock when we get ready to go out.
Right.
I'm white folks now. I'm out 5:30 in the PM. I'm out.
Right.
I'm out happy hour, like real reverse happy. I'm in the house by 9. Cause like when it gets late, I just don't have the motivation or want to be out no more.
It's not that. Just the shit ain't fun no more.
Is that what it is?
I ain't in there chasing cat all night like you used to when you was 20. There you going. Yeah.
Can't keep me in that bitch.
11:30 looking for me. Where you at? I'm walking around. I'm in the bed. Where you at? Walking around. I'm back here, man, by the bar. Come see me. Where you right now? I'm at the up. Yeah, man. You just left me. Yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
I can see you doing some shit like
I do
that.
shit all the time.
All the time.
You want me to say you gotta come get me?
Ride with me.
I ride with you. It ain't.
It ain't gonna happen.
I'm not staying at 2:30. Ain't going to Waterburger with you. I'm going home.
Ain't going no after hours.
No
Boy.
after
Got
hours.
food at home.
What so in your working out, do you have anybody that you so I notice women have other women that they I guess want to emulate. What do you want? Like they want to look like, or I want boobs like her, a body like her. I think I admire her body, not like in a sexual way, but just in like a that's the physique that I want.
Yeah.
Is there anybody you got like that?
No, honestly, no. On the real, no.
Why not? Why you laughing? Why you laughing?
Funny question. They gonna say that nigga on TikTok and he walking like this. Walking in you seen that nigga?
No.
Boy, no big ass nigga, boy. Every time somebody eating some bullshit, he just knock the shit out their hand. It's just a walk, man.
Tyrone?
But yeah, he do cigarettes, but this nigga do food. Like,
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
If you got like a plate of something you ain't supposed to be eating, he just do this little walk, knock all that shit
This
up.
nigga better talk to me before he knock
You
the shit out of my
ain't
hand.
working out right. He'll come in and what you doing with this? This is what you're supposed to be doing.
So you don't have nobody that you want to like?
No, honestly, I don't. If you had asked me that like when I was 20 or something, because I was all into those magazines and bodybuilders and all the rest of that, but it ain't about that. Like I'm not trying to emulate somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I know I want my body to be better, look better. So
Okay.
So that is not the motivation. Like I'm not. There's no one I'm looking at that I'm trying to be like. It's really just I'm trying to be a better me. And I know that sounds corny, but
I was about to say that sound gay, that sound all proper and shit. I'm just trying to be
I'm
like,
trying to be a better me.
what do you call that? PBS. I'm just trying to be a better me. That's it.
You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Right.
I start working out with my teeth fall out. Shit, as long as I got this smile, I ain't gotta lift no weight. Shit.
He means that. He's
Shit,
not
so
joking.
my teeth fall out. As long as I can smile, I'm good. Shit, fuck them weights. That's a lot of work. I can open my mouth, show teeth, and go to the gym for an hour.
This boy.
Go see a dentist.
I got a friend of mine who he about my age. Sean Bevenue.
Oh yeah.
Right, light skin nigga, tattoos and everything, and like he makes me want to work out. Like just, huh?
Wow.
I think he looks swole as shit for no reason. It's swole, and it's like, man, I just want to work out. You know what I mean? And he like one of them light skinned dudes, muscles and shit like that.
Yeah.
And like I always wanted to have a chest. I've been working out, big arms, all kinds of shit. I've never had a big chest. So that's like my thing. That's something that I want. I know people that like dudes want to have calf muscles. I'm like, nigga, you gay? You want to look like this? Like, nah. Like, I just want to have like a nice body. So when I see a dude with a nice chest, I'm like, nigga, that needs to be me. Like, I admire shit like that. As gay as that sounds.
It don't sound as gay as you telling a nigga he had a pretty ass though. So
he had a big ass, not pretty. It was just huge. That nigga had donk. He had like crazy. He had Beyonce ass. But like that's something like, you know, I guess both those sound pretty gay. I like women though. I want the world to know I do like women. I do. But you don't find that like, you know, you don't have nothing that you like if you could change and fix.
nah.
How about on a woman? What is like a body part on a woman that you find like dope?
Oh, I like legs.
Legs.
Yeah.
You?
That'll do it.
So you did ask this question earlier, but I had to think about it, right?
Okay.
I know some women get bothered by this, but I like a flat tummy.
Why would
like
You
that
ain't
look,
shit.
man. I
You
like
what you
that
looking for?
shit.
18-year-old or something? Got kids and shit. Stretch my ain't find no flat stomach out here.
You'll be surprised, man. My trainer, she had
Yeah, that's one out of how many though?
a normal working woman?
People said something. People got flat stomach.
Wait.
You ain't getting to them. You ain't get to them 18.
They locked up. Like they married. They're called for.
Yeah, you better go and find you a tiger, something with some stretch marks on.
So is that offensive? So I was watching that movie, You People, right?
Oh yeah.
That's offensive.
Hear it out. So I was gonna post about Nipsey Hussle, chick, what's her name? London, Laura London, right? She's gained quite a bit, right? Yeah. And I was gonna say something about it, but like I don't want to be offensive because when you talk about a woman's weight, that's offensive. But so I was gonna start off by talking about Jonah and be like, man, Jonah got fat, and then let everyone like, yeah, he didn't got big. I'm like, yeah, Laura London
But
did
he
too.
get big, skinny, big again.
But like, is that really that bad and offensive? Like, if we talk about you like a woman with a flat stomach, like why is that like?
See, and so you get where I'm going with.
Yes.
It's like if you say something like that, it's like, oh my gosh, you know, you ain't real. Like this motherfucker just got right. When you were like, you.
There's only three.
You were like,
You just make your playing field just real little. There's too many people with flat stomachs. All the oatmeal pie stomachs out here.
Oatmeal pie stomach.
They get your oatmeal pie, they good. Right. It tastes good.
right.
You said oatmeal pie.
Sweet tooth.
You got to pick your poison.
But yeah, I mean, you're right. It's like real sensitive. You can't say anything about any part of a woman, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
You can't say anything. It's like, you know, they'll say you're shallow and et cetera, et cetera. So
yeah, I saw this clip. I should have recorded it, but a man can have a preference because our preference, if it's offensive to a woman, it's like but then women. It's not a woman man thing. It's just, I don't know. What do you think it is? Not an ego thing? Like
Women have preferences though. Why we can't have them? They want bald headed dude with beards and shit. Why we can't?
But we don't complain and be like, oh, you're a sexist because you don't like a nigga like me. It's like, you know what I'm talking about?
Nah.
So
I get exactly what you're saying. Like if we say we have any particular preferences about a woman, or we wanted to have a big ass, you know, whatever, look good, long hair, whatever, right? My bad, bro. Then you get dogged on for it, right? It's like, hey, you're shallow, But then they'll scream in a minute, I need my man to be 6'2" and, you know,
making this much money,
all that stuff, and dare you to say something.
You made a post about this one time. You did a stitch, and the woman
The girl said she wants 650,000. Like,
but that's how it is. Like they're one side of the equation is allowed to have a preference, even unrealistic as it might be. It's acceptable, but then it's like if we don't like how this woman looks because of her physical appearance, it's almost like that's being sexist. Love me for who I am and how I am, but it's like I don't want to because it's not attractive to me. And it's almost like, you know, because so for instance, I'm a fan of plastic surgery in a sense. Right? A lot of people are like, I would never have sex with Kim Kardashian. A lot of people are like, oh, somebody gonna get after the show, right? That's 2 times.
Broke some.
Some people are like, they would never sleep with Kim Kardashian because
They can't get her. That's why.
you know what I mean?
They say
That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is. Like she would never. She would never.
Like if she walked up to him and was like, hey, let's do it right now. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I got work.
I don't like you. Please. She better not say no shit like that to me.
But like, and like, she had like, she's like, I understand why women get plastic surgery, right? And
I don't.
you don't. No. It's if there's any woman out there that are listening to this, please comment. I'm curious as to what you would say when it comes to a woman in plastic surgery. But so this is my opinion. We can't speak for women, right? So women dress up and look good for other women, if that makes sense. Since more of a competition. You ever see 2 women go to a fancy spot with the same outfit on? This shit just doesn't end well, right? We got to go. This bitch got the same, right?
Yeah.
Women don't normally dress up for us. They dress up to be the baddest. They dress up to look better than other women in there, right? When we go out, you think about a wedding, we all have the same rented tux on. We go out to formals, we all have the same clothes on in a sense. It's not like we're trying to look better than, we're trying to look good for you in a sense, for her. Right? I'm not trying to dress better than K. I'm not trying to dress better than D. I'm just trying to look good for my woman type shit.
Right.
When women get plastic surgery, in a sense, it's more for their self-esteem and their confidence. It's not for us. It's because that's something that they want to look good in. So they want bigger boobs because it makes them feel better. So they do that. So I understand why women do it. It's also crazy how when a man does stuff like that, in a sense, we're dogged and clowned for it. We have receding hairlines, so we get the fake hair or the fake beards and stuff like that. Or if the world finds out a man has fake biceps or fake calves, it's like, nigga, what the hell? Like, nigga, go work out. Like, it's like you said, you would never get plastic surgery.
Hell no. For what?
But do you mind a woman that gets plastic surgery?
I don't mind, but I don't think it's necessary.
Would you look down on me?
What do you say they get it for? To look better? Like
for themselves, the more of like, you know.
Well, let's say you've been knocked down by 50 dudes. You get plastic surgery, you still mess with the same 50 dudes. Like it didn't enhance nothing. Like,
but she feels better about it.
But you still messing with the same people though. Like you would think you would get all that and go up, right? Like. Yeah. You said you needed to feel better and look better.
But
some do, don't they?
But maybe she's doing it because she wants those dudes, and those dudes are not giving her the attention. So she's making that change.
Too late.
So that is the move up for her.
Too late, buddy. 50 in, I'm good. You 50 in, I'll pass. You get the biggest titties in the world, I pass.
KK's got a number.
I don't play that number.
KK's got a number. Yeah. You got a number too, though. I know we talked about that. You got a number.
I'm gonna say I have a number. That number get too high.
Yeah, like for a girl, like her number's too high.
You hold everybody want to be loyal to me. I pass. Y'all add +1 to that.
So if she had, like Kim Kardashian, she has numbers. You wouldn't?
I'll be a +1. I ain't gonna marry her.
Oh yeah. No.
Yeah, I bet you I add to the number.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. I haven't thought about plastic surgery. I feel like it's a waste of money for me personally.
I just don't want to get put to sleep. Shit.
What do you mean?
You don't wake up from that shit.
Oh, you don't want to.
Can't out there getting a BBL.
You keep me up and do that shit. We can talk about something, but nah. If you gotta put me to sleep, it ain't happening.
KK come back snatching a bit.
When I broke my foot, I had to have surgery when I had that compound fracture, and the doctor was like, "You might not wake up." I'm like, "Nigga, then." The foot just gonna stay. The foot just gonna stay. Like,
really?
Come on, be realistic. Like I'm dead serious. Like you say, it's
scared.
A lot to get me to get up under that knife. They mom like, come on now, you gonna die. They said your foot, you gonna get gangrene. Like, I don't give a fuck. Let it fall off.
Nah,
I
you
ain't
really
just
said
put it- man, when he told me that, I was like, oh, nah.
just scared of it, right?
They talking about you can die. Like, how you go from fixing my foot to dying? Like, nuh-uh, I'm good.
I mean, you know, it's kind of
I'm good.
niggas that
I pass.
he gonna die anyway from gangrene and being
Right.
being septic, but you know, anytime I'm alive.
I'd rather lose my leg. than my-
Yeah. What
Man, it was a fight to get me under that knife.
So what I know I asked, I'm curious. I know you have to have some kind of insecurity outside your teeth. Pretty smile ass nigga.
What about it?
What insecurities outside of that? What insecurities? Do you have like a personal, physical, mental insecurity? Because I know
Everybody do. I just
so what are yours? What is yours? What is one of yours and why?
probably confidence.
Really?
As confident as I portray myself,
That's all fraud.
water boy up in this motherfucker. The water boy up in this motherfucker. Don't let all that social media shit fool you.
Oh,
I'm cool typing this shit, but in real life, like, oh shit.
he had a show.
I get shook at times too.
That show, right? Like that type situation.
Hey, I'm gonna talk about that shit.
No. I'm just thinking like I would never think. So, because you talk a lot and you good with it though.
When the light hit you though, boy, they asked me to host a comedy show. I was down. Yeah, I do it. All the motherfucking lights cut off and that one light hit me. I could be swallowed. Oh my God. I almost stayed. Oh shit. I done bit off more than I could chew here.
I called, I randomly called. He told me about the show. And he was embarrassed. He was
I was
like,
embarrassed. I was like,
I hope nobody posted that shit on social media.
the show was going on. They were like, where you at? Like, shit, I'm at the crib. Say, you left? Like, I got up out of there. Like,
He was hosting the show. You were supposed to call at the end and reintroduce everyone, tell everybody thanks for coming out. This nigga at the house.
He was gone.
I did. Like, water boy, I just got up out of there, man.
What is your insecurity?
Well, you know, one of them is, and it's not really an insecurity. It's just that people keep reminding me. So then it makes me think about it. But obviously, my height.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't think about it. Like normally, I do not think about it.
You don't notice you're short?
I haven't said I don't know.
Go ahead.
Sure.
I don't know if I'm taller than you every time I see you. I'm just saying.
I thought I was 6'11". No, I'm just saying, like, I don't think about it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not consciously, I don't sit, you know, when I walk outside or, you know, see women, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I'm a short motherfucker.
Yeah.
Right? It's not until other people say shit, then it's like, oh, fuck. Because when I was coming up, you know, like high school, early 20s stuff, if I wanted a woman, it was like, bam, just, the height was never an issue. I never had a woman come. I never had a woman come to me and say your height.
Right, skin, you had a problem.
Now all of a sudden it's
an issue.
yeah. I'm like, when my height become an issue, you know? So, but I mean, I'm not that insecure about it. It's just like people like to remind me though, like, okay, yeah, I'm sure. What I can't do shit about it. So
I know, right? You gonna take this?
what it is.
You gonna take this stroke or not? What's up? Let's figure this out. We can tell my height after that.
Right. So
I don't. I'm trying to think. My my toes is my insecurity. I got real.
So why you always got them out then, motherfucker?
Because it's around y'all. I'm not gonna be out with, you know.
you said your toes?
I got some raggedy toes. Kay makes fun of my toes all the time. My
I don't
toes,
make fun of your toe. I make fun that you have them out though for people to see.
they're bad. They're bad. But outside, I don't know. Like I have a missing tooth. Everybody know that. And like, you know, I don't really care too much to have insecurities. I guess my insecurities are more like mental type shit. Mm-hmm. But as far as like physical, I feel like, you know, I really don't have a lot of them, right? I'm imperfect and I'm okay with it. And I've gotten to that point because I wasn't for the longest, right? And it got to the point to where it's like you win some, you lose some. Like I don't have to worry about jacking off every night. So it's to the point to where it's like somebody gonna
Everything come back to sex.
do right. But I mean that's kind of what we sit here and do, like that song with Jay-Z and R. Kelly. Like that's kind of what.
That's why I get a haircut every week.
Every week.
I'm at the barbershop every week.
Yeah, you're trying to look good for me.
I want to attract the opposite sex to something.
Yeah, that's kind of why we work and do everything that we do in a sense to make you know. Damn, that got me thinking. Like not like my mental insecurity. Like so something I've also noticed and realized, and this is just some random conversation, and this is something I'm trying to figure out in my own mind, that everybody's different, right? And as simple as that statement is, like, that has been something that's been very hard for me to realize, and that not everybody is for you. I say it all the time, like how you talk about how like, you be on text and all this shit, and like I don't give a fuck how nobody is. Like, everybody ain't for me. If they ain't for me, fuck it. Like, I say that, but in reality, like, I really don't feel that. And it really bothers me sometimes. And we've had conversations about it for difference of opinions and trying to figure stuff out. I don't know how to get over that hump sometimes. I don't. I really don't. And it's fucking with me in like life, because you want to throw an opinion out there. You want to try to help, and you have all good intentions. But as everyone already notices, my delivery is trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, my delivery is trash. So it's like trying to figure that out. Kay has been probably one of the first people to make me understand it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, you can just see somebody, you're going to die. It's like, damn.
Yeah, no.
Calm down, man. They just
Yeah.
they have to change some things. That's it. So you make it to the end of the world when people.
Nah, Kay was real, because he we talked, he'd be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. He was real big on that. And that's I told you about that shit.
Yeah.
He want to realize, like, shit, you know. But and I've talked to you, I've talked to everyone about it, and I'm trying to figure it out. What do you ever have issues with that? Or?
I mean, obviously, like, people are lying if they say that they're never concerned about what other people think about them, or, you know, whatever. I mean, we all deal with those kinds of issues, and just whether or not we're going to be accepted by someone else and how people think about us. But, you know, I guess it just really comes down to understanding that you're not going to please everyone. So why sweat it? Like, why? Like, what? At the end of the day, what's going to change? What's going to change?
Yeah.
Like, if you worry about it and think about it and contemplate on it, like, over and over again, what's going to change? Nothing.
Yeah.
But the stress you add.
Yeah, and you just, exactly.
Worrying myself and shit, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. So I kind of try to be more easy about it, even in relationships. And that's my biggest thing. I'm trying to figure out, in my head, I have this idea on the way that a man should be treated, right? I don't see that a lot in society, in a sense. And I'm not saying that I'm treating every woman like a woman should be treated. Which is probably why I guess a woman would feel okay not to treat a man how a man should be treated. But I really think that idea on how to treat people, especially when it comes to a man, I think a lot of women go away from that. And I'm not saying all women, so don't like try to beat me up when I'm saying this. I'm not talking about everyone.
But see, now you can't lay the egg out there and not explain. Like, what?
It's like so
How do you think a man should be treated?
So I'm
like a slave master, right?
That's how we get treated.
You're saying
no, like I feel
you want a slave, right?
like
When I made that
as a
post,
woman.
yeah, when I made that post, everybody like y'all niggas want submissive, y'all want slaves, man.
No. Oh, so I know what you're talking about.
You want a slave? Just say you want a slave.
No. I don't want a slave.
Okay.
I don't want a slave, but there's a level of, we've talked about it before, in the sense of, if we get into an argument, a woman's first go-to is going to be to emasculate the shit out of a dude to bring, you know what I mean? And like, there's women sometimes they don't, like, you pull your punches sometimes. Like, you may got it in your bag, but just don't use it. Like, you know, let's not use that. Like, let's save that for like when it's really over. And and it's like it's, and you've been through this because you know, dated and been married. I'm pretty sure you've been through it. You've dated and you've been married. And it's like there's a certain way I feel that a man, as we are supposed to be, have the feel of protection and dominance and control, and we're here to protect. Like, you gotta treat him in a certain way, in a sense, to make him able to do his job. If that makes any sense. Am I making any sense, or am I just talking in circles? Or make it make sense to everyone that's listening if I'm not saying it.
I mean, well,
Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
I think in a nutshell, you know, basically what we're saying is that we want to be respected, right?
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. But then the way culture and society is set up, there is no love and respect for masculinity. Like everything is like masculinity is treated like a disease now. You know, if you act masculine, you know, masculinity is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
You know, everything bad, everything that's not good in this world is because of masculinity.
It's toxic.
Yeah, you know, and so it's just so much easier for women to attack men in order to get what they want and to, you know, manipulate the situation. So they'll go right to emasculating because it's accepted, you know, it's culturally accepted. So, you know, and you can't do the other way around. Like you can't offend a woman or attack her for her femininity, you know, because you're wrong for it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, so
What do we do? Like, so to answer your question, Kay, I do believe that a man has a hierarchy. Is that the word? A hierarchy over a woman. Like, I do believe that in a sense that we are a little bit above a woman in a sense, and not in a slave mentality. But I mean, you know, when it comes to certain things that men do, I don't think men and women are equal. Period. But I don't think we're supposed to be equal. We're men and we're women. I think there's some situations where women are here and men are here, and you know, but I don't think we're ever, outside of us being humans, I don't think we're ever here all the time. I'm okay with being here sometimes when I need to be here, and a woman needs to be here. I'm totally fine with that. What I think bothers me is when she needs to be here and I need to be the dominant one in certain situations. That's always challenged. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Not trying to say a slave type mentality or she needs to always be submissive, because sometimes I need to be submissive and play my part. Like Chris Rock said, play the tambourine, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes that's okay with me. But again, when I need to be here and have that dominance and that control, I hate when that is always challenged.
Right. Well, you know, it's funny because I've had this discussion with several women, and what they would say is that, you know, they want to be submissive, but the man, like they may use the word earn it, but what they're saying is that the man's got to show that he can be trusted.
Okay.
For her to allow herself to be submissive to him. You know, they got to believe that his choices and decisions that he makes for them is going to be the best for them, you know, and it's not like a trash decision, you know. So so they're saying that that's one of the issues, you know, that's why it takes time.
So on that issue alone, how would I show that? Like if very vague question, right? And you're not a woman, so you can't be like, nigga, you better get your. So,
Right.
And sorry if that, I had to give every woman that, right? My fault.
Oh man.
But hey guys, make sure y'all like and subscribe and all that good stuff. But I like, how can I show that I am someone that should be trustworthy when I feel the image and the idea of a man is something completely different than what a woman thinks a man should be? Does that kind of make sense? Because I think sometimes when women talk about what a man should be, their ideas into what a man should be is not really what a man is.
I think a lot of it has to do with communication. You know, like if you meet a woman and she's someone you're interested in getting to know and possibly developing a relationship, you got to start having those conversations, and you got to talk about that, you know, find out her mentality. And we were talking about it last night. The problem is sometimes brothers put up with shit that they shouldn't be putting up with.
Yeah.
And so women think that they can do and say the things that they do because brothers tolerate it, you know. We let them. I actually had a woman say, and this is probably going to be so offensive, but I heard a woman say, "Why are you giving these other women hope?"
Oh shit.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that's kind of foul. But basically, what she was saying is, if these other women are bad, you know, like they have bad character, bad personalities, you know, they're just, everything about them is not what we want, then why are we tolerating it? Like, why are we still giving them attention? That's what she was saying. I was like, oh, damn.
That makes sense. Why? Okay, in situations you've been in and you've given someone hope that you didn't want, that you really weren't interested in. Why were those? Why would you have given them hope? And everything I say has something to do with sex, right? And everything I say has something to do with sex, right? This guy.
That's the only reason why. I have to ask you that shit. The only reason why you put up with that shit.
So it's.
Damn, I'm sorry.
You call me out though. Can't get getting haircuts to make sure that piece of shit that he don't even
I'm
want.
sure you looked about you gonna ask me this shit. Damn it.
What no, because so why not just in a sense? Because that's a lot of the reasons. Like I enjoy. So I
Compartmentalize.
come on, people, right?
Yeah.
So there's some people I want certain things out of, and others that we have are. It's like this is where we're at. We're never getting no more than that, right? And that's kind of why I've dealt with people that I shouldn't have dealt with, because it wasn't just a sexual benefit. There was sex involved, of course, but sometimes the personality, we vibe good with each other. We just don't, as far as a relationship, like that's not where we're at. But as far as us hanging out, knowing each other, having conversations, I enjoy all that.
Yeah, that's my answer too.
But as far as like when it comes to like the relationship, I don't think people understand the seriousness of a relationship. Like just because we get along doesn't mean we should be in a relationship. There's things that I feel should be involved in a relationship. Like people are talking about the biggest thing I hear about the woman that I've dated is I'm a commitment phobe. I'm non-committal. Right. Mm-hmm. And I hate that, because it's like a woman's definition that I've dealt with. So not all women definition of commitment is only sleeping with one person. Right. When I talk about commitment, I need someone to be committed to me emotionally. Right. To support me, be committed to supporting me, whether I do right or wrong. Mm-hmm. Of course, mainly when I do wrong, not just when I do right. I need someone to be committed to me, to my wants and my dreams and my goals, right? I need someone to be committed to me, to just who I am and my personality, right? Someone that's committed to want me to grow and be better and be somebody that sometimes I don't see in myself.
So, but wait, so are you saying these women are saying you're non-committal because, well, I don't know what their because is, but your reason is because you're not finding in them a woman that will support all the things that you're listing right now?
My definition of commitment is different from theirs. Their definition of commitment is, are we only sleeping with each other? And that's a great definition. That's part of commitment. But if I'm just getting that from you, that we're just sleeping with each other and that's it, I feel like that's a weak commitment. That's not even like half of it. I feel like there's more to commitment than just where my penis goes and what goes inside your vagina. Mm-hmm. And if I'm not getting most of all the things I think are important in commitment, supporting me, understanding me, seeing me, listening to me, allowing me to lead you in a certain kind of way. Like if you're not committed to most of those things, I don't understand why a relationship even comes up. Why you even think that should be a conversation we should have.
But have you had that conversation with them?
I have had those conversations with people, but once with the individual, okay. And not just one individual. I've had it with several people in my life that I've dated, or we crossed that bridge, okay. And it sucks because
you sure you want to stick with the word people?
Woman? Would that be better?
Yeah, I think you need to cut it.
Woman that I've dated, yeah. I don't want to discriminate.
But no.
I'm joking.
You coming out?
I'm joking. I'm totally joking. That's that.
I like guys and girls. Spread the word. I'm down.
I'm not down. I'm totally joking. But They don't fucking hear that shit. And they're gonna edit that and chop it up. Right, this is my only sound bite. But no, it's just one of those things where I feel like I don't know how to. That's why I keep on dealing with people, because the part that we have is good and the part that we don't have sucks. But then I'm not even looking for that part in you. So it's like there's no need to even not talk to you because of that. And I that's the answer I heard you say to me, but you didn't say it to me like that. But I know that's what you wanted to say and not the sex thing. So I'm just trying to say what you wanted to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
All that.
but that makes sense though, right? So when women are out there saying like, why are we giving women that we feel don't have even a chance with us? And sometimes, again, like me, I wish that maybe as we grow together, maybe they'll change. And that's the thing that women say don't ever do to, it's not a project. But like, you feel like as you're with somebody over time, y'all are going to grow together and change, and you'll learn each other and figure each other out. And that's a process. It's not something that happens overnight. And hopefully I have good conversation, I have good sex, and I have good relationships, and we have good communication in a sense. So you would figure that the rest of that part of commitment will come along too. And when it doesn't, it's almost disappointing. But as they say, not everything lasts forever, right? So, it doesn't work. So sometimes you have to move on. But that's my problem. So to answer women when they ask, why do we keep on fucking y'all? Why do you keep on letting us fuck? Shit, that's a question that you ask. You know we don't want your ass. No, I'm just joking.
Worry. I'm a Williams.
Go lay down. Shut the fuck up.
I'm a Williams.
But I guess that would be a fair question too, right? Like, women have dealt with dudes that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh man, yeah. But okay, so gosh, sometimes it's just so hard to say some things, and
Just saying.
people don't get mad at me. But
Get mad at me, I'll take that.
a lot of the women that are putting up with these dudes that are trifling are desperate women.
But see, desperate women don't exist. Only thirsty men.
Okay, yeah, so yeah. Okay, yeah. Well, okay. In bizarre world, then desperate women.
Women normally have their shit together. It's our men that need to step. Us men that need to step it up.
Yeah.
No,
Who told you that?
that's the narrative. If you look out there in the streets, right?
That's not the prince. That's the prince. Who told you that? Who told you that?
So you don't believe that?
Hell no.
What do you believe, Kay? Along the lines of that.
Desperate men and women. So I mean, it's not
the truth.
Yeah, it's not. It's not just men that's desperate and I mean women that's desperate and men that's thirsty. I hate when you can't speak to somebody like, I nigga thirsty, bitch. I'm saying hi. Like I asked you to leave the club with me. I was like, you
can't be polite no
you
more.
can't speak no more. Like, but you can go on their Facebook and their Instagram and you look amazing. Oh, thank you. Like, now when I said hi in the club, you was like I had COVID and all kind of shit. Like, oh yeah, weirdos, bro. There's some weirdos out here, man.
It's how do you feel about? I know. So I'm saying that it's satire. I really don't believe that it's just for everyone listening. Like, how do you feel about that?
About
just the idea
just men being thirsty, and women are
not desperate. They have their shit together for the most part, and they're just looking for someone to make an honest woman out of them, or however they want to put it.
Well, again, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So the reason, the reason it appears that way is because it's women saying it all the time. Men ain't saying shit. We don't talk and run our mouths as much as they do. So it seems like all the issues are with men, because men are not telling women all the issues we have with them. We don't vocalize. Shit, we're just like, bitch, shut up. That's
aggressive.
Seems like
That was aggressive as shit.
Hand slap. I don't touch. I don't touch.
No, but that's the way it appears. Like, that's all we do is just, and we don't vocalize our opinions about things we're not happy with them. So it just seems like it's just the other way around.
So when you're in a relationship, do you vocalize issues that you have with a woman?
Oh, I started right from the get. Like, as soon as I meet a woman, we're like I was saying earlier, communicate.
I don't like this. I don't like this.
Well, no, I'm not listing stuff.
I do that.
But what I'm saying,
I'm like this, that. That's gonna be a problem. Before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
right? See, similar. Like I'm not listening, but we're gonna have those discussions. You know, we're gonna start communicating right from the get.
But not like so much of a generic surface level, like I don't like these little things. I mean something more along the lines of I don't like when you do this, or when you do this, it bothers me.
Well, I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Well, that means that requires to actually spend some time with a person.
Yeah.
If I'm in a relationship with a person or spend some time with a person, then yeah,
That's definitely coming out.
yeah.
How about for yourself? Do you have like?
No, I told you I did.
You do?
Yeah.
So when you do that, how do they receive that conversation?
It's a lot of ain't nobody gonna be telling me what. That's fine. Mm-hmm. I won't be telling you what to do then. Shit, it is what it is. Look, all right, shit, I fuck with you. I know what I'm
Right.
What I'm gonna settle with. Like I'm done with all that shit.
And so that's also where I'm at in a sense, like trying to figure out. Like I said, I understand not everyone is for everybody, and I'm learning that, right? And I'm also understanding that everybody is different. So with that being said, like I can't force someone's hand to be what I feel they should be, and vice versa. The thing that bothers me is that when you voice a concern to somebody and you feel like it should be, it's bothering the shit out of me. Like it's really getting to me. So I feel like I should be able to tell you what's going on. And it's almost like, well, if you wouldn't do this, or it's almost like,
Oh, the gaslight.
yeah, which they never do. Mm-hmm. It's almost like I don't do this. And it's almost like, so how am I allowed to address things that you do and you hold responsibility to it, regardless what the reason is, and it stops? Like, you know, I hate how you talk to me when you get mad at me. Well, then don't piss me off. Well, how about just not talk to me like that and address your issue with me in a more reasonable tone instead of going off and talking shit. And then now, you know what I mean?
Damn, I say that a lot.
Like, I understand I'm going to mess up.
I say it at work. I say it everywhere.
You know what I mean? Like, I understand I'm going to mess up.
Don't talk to me like that. Don't piss me off. Yeah, I say that shit all the time.
It's like, it's like I understand I'm going to do something wrong. Like we all are going to do something. I don't say wrong, something that you don't like, right? And it's going to happen. But there should also be a way you communicate that to people. And go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to say that, you know, it definitely goes both ways. I don't think women own the floor on that, where they're the only ones coming back and gaslighting. That's just people, because you're dealing with egos,
okay,
right? You know, and people don't like to be confronted with the idea that they are doing something wrong, like there's something flawed with them. So, you know, you tell them you don't like something, it's like, what? No, I'm gonna turn it back on you and make it about you, not about me.
Why do you think people
now
don't like
you
that?
require me to change, you know, and I like what I thought I was good. So
yeah. Why do you think people don't like understanding that there's something wrong with them?
Because again, it's back to the ego, you know, it's just the idea that, wait, I always thought everything about me was just great and just fine, and now you're telling me I got some fucked up shit with me.
You think people really think that everything about them is great and fine? Not everyone,
not
but like
inside, but they'll say it.
You think?
Yeah.
Because
deep down they know something fucked up, but
right,
they're not gonna admit it. No, who's gonna admit it?
Right.
You don't think people understand what they're good at and what they're not good at, and
they may understand it, but like, why say?
Or it may not be the thing. They may think that they're great at the thing that you're telling them that isn't great. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, I always thought I was great in that area, and now you're telling me I got this wrong. So
that makes sense. That's where I'm at in life right now, trying to figure that out. And that all goes into like some insecurities that I have. But then it's like in uncovering my insecurities, just as we all uncover ours, it's like you find out a lot of shit. And trying to find someone that will support you and be there for you and help you and guide you through it. And ultimately, I was gonna say love, but I don't need no one to love me. I need someone to like me, right? Like love to me is overrated. How do you segue? Love and like. What do you want?
I want both. I need you to like me first, so you can love me.
till you love you later.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Love
I
it
want
like
somebody's loyal. I don't care about none of that shit. It's all words. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't put no action behind it, it's pointless to say the shit.
that's true. I want to be liked. I don't care about being loved because love is something that you
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because I think the difference between like and love is that love is taking it to the unconditional stage. Like love is saying, okay, yeah, you did this, but I'm going to stick around with you anyways. Like is like, I didn't like that.
Well,
I'm choosing to leave because I didn't like that. I'm not putting up with it. Love is like, we're going to work through it.
Well, for one, I don't believe in unconditional love outside of your children, right? There's conditions that...
Well, I'm not talking about the love itself being unconditional. What I'm saying is that the actions become unconditional. So again, if I just like you, you do something that bothers me, offends me or whatever, I may say, no with you and I'm out.
Yeah.
But love would say, okay, all right, you did something I didn't like, but I'm not going to walk away. We're going to work through this. We're going to communicate. I'm going to let you know, blah, 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 blah.
And
which is what you stated you wanted earlier. You just don't want to use the word love, but that's where it comes from.
So coach me on this. And no.
You don't want to say I love you back.
No. It's because like I feel, and if I'm wrong, as I'm trying to get into the conversation. Love to me is you can't really control love in a sense. Let me finish, right? I've never cared for a woman in a sense, and it's like I want it. It was just something that happened, and you love and you care about someone, and you want to be with them. You think about that person all the time, and it's nothing that you wanted. It just happened. It's just something that was there. I like things that I like. I choose to like them. I cannot like them, but I like them for a specific reason. And I feel like, and maybe I'm getting the words mixed up, but I want someone, whatever word you use, I want someone to like me because they choose to like me. I don't want it to be just for no reason. I don't want them to not know why they do it. I don't want them to be like, I've loved stuff and then all of a sudden I just didn't love it no more. It's like, my emotions, my endorphins, my thing it fleeted and went somewhere else and went on to something else. But if I like something, it's because I choose it. So I want someone to choose to like me, whether they piss me off. You love somebody and you piss somebody off. It's like, you know what I mean? But I have friends that I've liked. I've had, females I used to hang out with that I've liked. And they pissed me off, and I'm still around because, like, I actually like you. Like, nothing you can do is gonna,
That's love. That's not like. So your first expression was,
educate me.
You were expressing it as a feeling, like it's something that you just, it's there, and I like it, whatever, right? That's eros. So there's like 3 different kinds of love. But what you were describing was like being infatuated with something. You're putting it in the area of feeling. So that's like, oh yeah, it's just, oh man, I just like being around this woman. That's not love. That's like infatuation. Love
surface
is not,
level shit, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Love is not tied into feelings that deep. Like love is like, okay, you're consciously saying, okay, I'm committing or consciously going to act a certain way because I really appreciate this person or this thing or whatever it is, right? So if I love a person, then even though we may be going through struggles or whatever, I'm willing to commit to working through it because I realize it has nothing to do with my feelings because my feelings are telling me, get the fuck out of here, walk, do whatever, right? But that love is keeping you. That, yes, but love is saying, nope, stay, work through this, right? Like to me is, like it's like, how we argued about want and need. Remember we had that? So like is like want to me. It's here and it's there. You're choosing it and then you're not choosing it. Like it's optional. Yeah. So what you were saying earlier about, I got all these friends and I've known them for a while and blah, 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 blah. And that's love, but it's not eros. It's not the erotic love. It's not a feeling thing. You're choosing that, hey, these people are cool with me. I'll be there for them. They'll be there for me. Whatever, we go through some shit and I'm going to be there. So
so mixing kind of like surface level infatuation,
right?
and confusing that with actual, real, deep down, intimate love.
Right.
That's where the confusion lies.
Right.
Is that, okay, that makes sense.
In the audience, you definitely welcome to correct me on it, because I'm just.
Well, regardless what the word is, the feeling and the emotion is the most important. Whatever we can call it. What do they say? A rose will ever still smell so sweet it was called by yet another name. Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. Shit.
You really by any other.
Yeah.
Still the same. You just screwed that all up though, but we good.
With something like that, right? How does it go? I just know that he was saying a rose would ever still smell so sweet if yet called by another name or something. How does it go?
I don't know. You got me screwed up on it. Now I can't even think how it goes now.
I gotta look it up.
But I know you ain't right.
No, it's off. I don't know Shakespeare verbatim.
Right.
That shit's from like, I don't know, Leonardo DiCaprio's Shakespeare. What do you got, man? Let's leave him with something. So what we're gonna do at the end of every show, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna leave y'all with something. I want to call it elephant in the room. We'll figure it out, but something that we want to relay and a message that we want to give out to everyone before we leave. We're not gonna debate it. We're not gonna talk about it. We just want to leave everybody with something, a word. Let's go. Do what you got.
Well, for me, we kind of hinted on it a little bit, but I'm big on communication. Like, I'm learning what that means more and more and more. And I really think that people don't take that seriously enough. And they get into relationships or start relationships without making that an important part of the development of that relationship. So a lot of things that you were talking about earlier, that you deal with when, you're dealing with, women that you talk to, a lot of it is having that communication up front and saying, this is what I'm willing to tolerate, this is what I'm looking for, et cetera, and them telling you back and forth. So whether or not you want to get involved with that person to begin with, because you did the work up front, rather than waiting 6 months later and then finding out some shit. It's like, we could have had that discussion earlier. We could have figured that out earlier and not have wasted all of this time. So that's the big thing.
Just be intentional on everything you do. That's it. Work, life, everything.
And when the red light turns red, can y'all please stop? Stop going through an intersection as the light is already red. Yellow means stop. So by the time it's red, you need to be already completely
Yellow
stopped.
don't mean stop.
Y'all are going to kill somebody.
You got to.
Thank y'all for tuning in to Socially Responsible Podcast. We're out. Peace.